Take back the White House! Yeah!
Huge ass or ass is something ass you were ass or ass is something ass or ass is something ass.
This probably doesn't look like an act of civil disobedience to you. In fact,
of not knowing whether that's going to be okay with everybody or not.
President Trump says flatly that a
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the CNN portion of the event. Please stand by for a voice check from Our State Magazine. Houston ACR, that concludes the event.
Thank you, CNN and Our State Magazine. Station, we are now resuming operational audio communications.
Not necessarily the returning officers at the polling stations. So these results are fictitious. They are fake.
On a YouTube thing. And somebody was talking about how they think it's actually possible that the world is flat.
At Bomas of Kenya, as opposed to just sum total.
Least you can do is level with me.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
From fake news. I've always been a huge fan. To move so slowly in space. Please give generously.
How about that? Becoming flat?
President Trump says flatly that
The Earth is becoming flat?
If he chooses the red pill, he'll finally learn the truth. And I'm here to give you that red pill. I'm here to give you that red pill.
The book opens, the first chapter is called, appropriately enough, While You Were Sleeping.
President Trump says flatly that
to this day. And he came home and told his wife, honey, I've accidentally discovered the world's flat. And I came home and reported to my wife, honey, I've accidentally discovered the world is flat. I said, ma'am, would you mind, could I ask you your name? She said, sure, my name is Betty. Flat. And flattening the playing field flat at the same time. Only what's really new about this era is flat. Flatten the world. It's flat. This level playing field. And let me go through them for you quickly. Date is 11/9. 11/9/89. It's flat. Not 9/11, 11/9. It's flat. We're not flat. 9th, 1989.
No way.
The assignment was specific. Get photographs of the surface of the moon that are good enough to determine whether or not it's safe for a man to land there. But appearances can be deceiving. Just as deceiving as trying to get a good picture of, well, a candy apple.
Take back the White House! Yeah!
Doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. Just set it up, light it, and snap the picture. Easy, quick, simple.
Tonight, yeah.
Huh? Is it over? Dude, that was so cheesy.
A lot of blood. All the way over there in Scandinavia, but with completely unrealistic fear.
It's dusty, and it's it kind of rounds out at the end. You really see the curve of the Earth.
You think you
see the curve of the Earth?
Yeah. Completely unrealistic fear. I know, because, you know, there's not a...
This is impressive.
Yeah.
You should have spent more time in school.
My work, I like to do good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we are sometimes very, very stupid.
But you knew it was a female kangaroo. That's something. Who could spot that on a motorcycle going 60? This man knows his kangaroos.
We'll be back.
Yeah, much. We'll see everyone.
Country has so much curved Earth. And without paying much attention to...
And this flattens out any kind of...
A real pleasure to meet you, Art. I really enjoyed your music.
But, you know, I've been just,
So what did you do? No, we were running a bit low on fuel.
Contact light.
Sort of a hot potato.
Here it is, your moment is up.
Lion goes roar, penguins squawk, and monkey goes squeak. What does a court say?
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
Take back the White House!
Wonderful people that work with and for NASA.
I like rockets.
And I thought about what I wanted to do, and I thought about my little kid interest at MIT. And now it's something new is going to happen. But the support we see from folks like yourself, if it was from the general public, from everyone around the country and around the world, really, is so strong that I don't think it's an option to stop. We don't know exactly how it's going to work out, maybe, but I think we're going to keep going.
And a great deal of money spent, but on balance, it's really returned the investment, hasn't it?
Yeah, it sure has. You know, if you look at, as you said, we have paid for it. You know, people should go and enjoy the launches and enjoy what we do, but it's less than 1 penny on your tax dollar is what NASA gets. Our strongest partner are the Russians.
Tremendous when you look back at the planet. Yeah. What was that feeling?
If it was, stars look like? What does the Earth look like? And when you first get to space and you look out the window of the shuttle, it's magnificent. What you see, but it's kind of like looking at an aquarium. You know, you're looking through a window, and you could, if you might be eating something, if you need to go to the bathroom, you can. If it was, you're in regular clothes. Right. But when you go out and spacewalk and see the planet, I found that to be a different experience. When you can look anywhere. You have the bubble of your helmet, and when
you're tethered.
You're always tethered.
That work with and for NASA.
The planet in its entirety. You can see the curvature, like you see in the movie. 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 You can see the curvature of the planet, and it looks like a big ball. Like you see in the movie. Like you see in the movie. Like you see in the movie. And like you see in the movie, like you see in the movie, like you see in the movie. If it was, I just turned my head at it, and the thought that went through my head was, this is something I'm not supposed to look at. It's a secret. People aren't supposed to see this. My spacesuit, it could cause a problem, and then it'd be an investigation, and I'd have to admit that I was crying, like you see in the movie. So I quickly got myself under control, but I looked a third time, and that third time that I looked, the thought, like you see in the movie.
There's no tortillas.
There was my buddy was up there, for 6 months, and I saw his kid, and I said, apparently he's too busy. Yeah, of course, to do this. So, and when the phone call comes in, Dave, it's a local call. Is that right? Yeah, it shows up on the phone because the way they routed it. Have you called your wife? No, well, this is a.
If it was.
I want to show a clip. This is from the movie. When did these?
And it's a film that we had.
What I want to show first, though, is the launch. I think.
That's kind of what's going on. If it was, not your friends saying to each other. If it was.
Yeah, you get a little bit worried. It's a little stressful, but you do rely on your training. If you think about doing something like that, you'd have to be nuts, right, to do that. But you get the training.
And it's piece by piece, and you learn what you need to learn, and you have stuff to think about.
And it's amazing. It's just like your kids doing your homework. If you go in and take an exam unprepared, you're in trouble. But if you prepare, you're okay. And it's just like a space mission. I was 35 on the list. Mike Massimino, ladies and gentlemen.
You get to pick all the stuff that you like, and you rate it, and then the dietitians build a menu for you, so you have this menu. Big win tonight at the Academy Awards. I enjoyed the movie. What I really liked was the feel of space, the look of space, what the Earth looked like up on the big screen.
If it was.
What are we really doing in space? What are we really doing in space? So you did a very nice service, I think, to the world as well by generating a lot of interest in space travel. Congratulations. Enjoy the evening. Bread fresh. Crumbs are a problem. Crumbs start floating around. You can inhale them and get in your eye. They can get in equipment. It's not good. So you want to minimize the crumbs that are there. So we would use tortillas. We would have tortillas when you wanted to wrap something up. I think the best thing about
Oh, how I dread to eat with bread. Believe me.
On the pretext that it strengthens your teeth. That's ridiculous.
Yes. I think there's a scene in the movie where you're showing her the special handshake.
Yes.
The secret handshake. And while you were shooting this, you did something else pretty awful.
Yes.
There's only bread. There's no tortillas.
Now think about this for a second. Just imagine
good beat on things.
All I'm offering is the truth.
Captain James Cook is acknowledged as one
computerized effects, which, quite frankly, rival those of a certain new Star Wars movie. Some of you will be frightened or aroused. Still others may be entertained. As a person you admire, I'm giving you permission to appreciate this show. I'm also offering you my personal guarantee that it's going to knock you back onto your coal mining asses. And that's a promise you won't be hearing from Georgie Lucas.
He says you could travel forever and never reach the edge. I say the edge is where you find it.
Oh, it gets by, Carter. Carter goes back to Jason Johnson, takes off Mo third Johnson. base. Oh, man, it's gonna...
the world's greatest explorers.
Known for his naval expeditions and redrawing the map of the planet, Captain James Cook has long been regarded as a national hero.
Let me pay tribute today to Captain James Cook.
Away.
Take back the White House! Ah!
Doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. Just set it up, light it, and snap the picture. Easy, quick, simple. The assignment was specific. Get photographs of the surface of the moon that are good enough to determine whether or not it's safe for a man to land there. But appearances can be deceiving. Just as deceiving as trying to get a good picture of, well, a candy apple. Doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. Just set it up, light it, and snap the picture. Easy, quick, simple. But it can be tough. As the technology of man in space was developing, it became more and more apparent that our knowledge of the moon's surface as a possible landing site was not sufficient. To land man safely on the moon and get him safely off again, we had to know whether we could set up a precise enough trajectory to reach the moon. Could we design and build a spacecraft to land gently on the moon? Among all those lunar craters, could we find a place clear and level enough for a safe landing site? To make it possible for a man to land in the Apollo zone on the moon, better pictures were needed than those taken through Earth's best telescopes. In fact, better pictures might do more than find a landing site for Apollo. Scientists hoped they might resolve questions unanswered in the 300 years since Copernicus prompted Galileo to study the moon. What were the lunar craters Galileo observed? Rounding the back shoulder of the moon, one orbiter got an exceptional shot, the first photograph of Earth seen from outer space. From afar, Earth seems shrouded in clouds, much as Venus has always looked. To scientists, this photograph suggests that Venus may not be hidden beneath a perpetual cloud cover. A TV camera close enough to photograph Venus may find holes through which to see this planet with greater clarity. Who knows what a closer look at the evening star will bring? What answers may be found? Or what new questions man may have to ask about the nature of the universe? And surprisingly enough, these lunar photo missions have shown scientists views of Earth no man had ever seen before. This is the first photograph of the nearly full planet from 215,000 miles away. It will provide additional information on the amount of sunlight reflected by Earth. In 1950, astronomer Fred Hoyle lamented that man had seen all he would ever see through even the most powerful telescopes. It was time, he said, to leave the Earth. Within 100 years from 1950, Hoyle hoped man might be able to launch a rocket with a radio-operated camera and see the Earth as it looks from outer space. Much more has been done. The doing wasn't easy. The plans didn't always work. But when they did, they took us beyond the dreams of the 50s to a point where, within 20 years of Hoyle's modest wish, 2 Americans will actually land on the surface of the moon. In the meantime, there will be more great pictures like this now famous photograph. When this happens, Hoyle predicted, when we can leave Earth with a camera and move out into space, it is certain to make marked changes in our whole outlook on life. The apple is still there.
That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat.
blood on dusty floors just to see you again. Glassy windows cracked to my eyes, the pain I feel can't loose teeth in my face, and I can't recognize I really am what I thought I could be. Cut feet and broken dreams as the wind just passes through me. I can't seem to cry around evil. No, no, no.
There's a guy in Texas building his own rocket in his backyard. This guy is planning on launching himself into orbit.
On 6 mortgage payments? I don't think you realize how close you are to a foreclosure.
I don't think you understand how close I am to launching. If you advertise on my rocket, it's going to raise your sales.
Space doesn't take NASA anymore.
Academy Award winner Billy Bob Thornton, Virginia Madsen, Bruce Dern, Tim Blake Nelson.
When I was a kid, they used to tell me, what?
The Astronaut Farmer.
Let's say you fly, I know a number, which is the speed the protons go around the Large Hadron Collider. So they go around the Large Hadron Collider at 99.999999%. So it's 7,000 times more. 9.9999999.9999999. 9.999999999.
Secrets. Fuck secrets. You think you can Photoshop? Think again. And now I think it's time you get.
There's a thing called the Internet. A what?
Alex Jones told Jesse
The Earth is a flat.
That's believable. That's us.
The Earth is a flat.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
The Earth is a flat. You understand that?
That's unbelievable.
Earth is a flat.
That's unbelievable.
That's the Earth is a flat. The Earth is a flat. The Earth is a flat. The Earth is a flat.
There's a monolith there, a very unusual structure on this little potato-shaped object that goes around Mars once in 7 hours. when people find out about that, they're going to say, who put that there? Who put that there? Well, the universe put it there.
Lion goes roar, penguin squawk, and monkey goes squeak. What does a court say?
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
Scientists.
If
Yeah,
you show
the
this
Jesuit.
publicly, you're open for a lawsuit. Okay?
102.
To what the man says, and he's Wogan.
Here is a smaller portion of the clip, and you can unquestionably see the wire attached to the supposed satellite that is being deployed in space.
Which is very interesting because the judge had to decide this case based on the information provided by the litigants. And so we have to ask ourselves the question, since Flat Earth won, did the person backing the spinning ball Earth theory provide enough information for the judge to convince her to take their side? And the answer is no. And the answer is no.
I would have thought on that basis alone, the case should have just been thrown out. It's like your requirement was real world, not computer simulation. So
William, the guy that had sued me, and he was upset, so irate. She said that he turned blood red when the ruling went down against him, and the bailiff and the judge could see that, and they actually held us back to allow him to go forward, and waited till he was seen in the parking lot before they, released us to go out. He was so upset.
And the answer is no, 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 no.
Now let me remind you, we are always told, oh, we've known the shape of the Earth since 300 BC.
But how could it be, Eratosthenes asked. The only answer was that the surface of the Earth is curved.
Well, there are two possible explanations.
The only answer.
Two possible explanations.
The only answer.
Two possible explanations. First, we could have a flat Earth with a sun that's small and close by, so that the light hits the second well at an angle.
The only answer was that the surface of the Earth is curved.
Both explanations to fit our observations.
And it is the Greek word platos, that this word has a root word. Right? So, what is the root word? The root word is platus. And what does platus mean? This is straight from the Strong's Greek Dictionary, by the way. Spread out flat. So what he's saying is they went up on the spread out flat earth. These people out here, these pastors, these Christians, say, flat earth's not in the Bible, really? Sometimes you got to look up a word because we lose a lot in English. And also the word gay or gi, or however you pronounce it, for the earth in Greek here means the whole thing. Not just a spot, but it means the whole earth. All right, and that's exactly how the Septuagint translates it as well. The whole thing.
They didn't try to use against the machine was water.
The Earth is flat.
What? The Earth is flat?
Yes. So, what's your proof?
Why not? Because I don't care, because I have other things on my mind.
They enslave us with that lie.
They enslave us?
But I know more than you.
Why is flat Earth so meaningful to you?
Because it affects all of us.
Because it affects all of us.
Yes, my friend. They enslave us all with that lie, my friend.
Yeah.
What? Give me.
No.
Sort of resembles computer code. You're saying it is computer code.
Flat. Okay. You're looking at this and you think that's real. It was reflector refractor, one of the big entry ones. It was like $14,000.
Did you see the flat Earth from there?
Listen, I would.
It's very inaccurate in the helmet, so she's missing a lot of stuff. I really don't care about accuracy.
This globe. No, he's not. At that height, this beach ball. That stuff is flat. And then I showed examples of wide-angle lenses curving horizontal. I tweeted that.
You did.
But I don't want to be a spoiled, curmudgeon or anything. There's so much. You just don't. And that dude who...
And there was much rejoicing.
Ship pack. What's this? You put that sticker on your car so you won't get any tickets. And this other one keeps paramedics from stealing your wallet.
And the dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon.
Of course they think the Earth is flat.
One human being excluded and we can explore space.
Where the clouds suddenly slow to a practical halt.
Oh, jealous. Your membership pack. What's this? You put that sticker on your car so you won't get any tickets. And this other one keeps paramedics from stealing your wallet while we're working on you.
Oh, and don't bother calling 911 anymore. Here's the real number.
Previous Julian calendar was messing up in...
If we use the theory of gravity,
what if the country is so much curved Earth? And without paying much attention to this...
But there were very specific problems was the devil's business. And this flattens out any kind of intelligence.
Pleasure to meet you, Art. I've really enjoyed your music.
I'm not sure the strange behavior of honey.
Gotta relax.
This is Earth Radio. And now here's
human music.
Go ahead and turn the radio on, and I'll let you listen to our transmissions as we go over the U.S.
Human music.
November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra.
I like it.
Make yourself bigger like mushroom. Mario Kart.
The only limit to human future is in our own imaginations.
We didn't go there. And that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why.
So it's the reflection of sunlight off of water.
Those pictures just slapped them all together.
It just didn't look realistic. It looks kind of flat, or it looks kind of flat, or it looks kind of flat. It is Photoshop, but it has to be. It is Photoshop, but it has to be.
Go to the moon in a nanosecond. But the problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
I want to tell your story focusing on one doctor, but showing all of you, of course. Now, any of you done any acting?
That the world is flat.
He leads the West Side Cancer Center at the University of Southern California.
It's because the world is flat.
So the cause for alarm, I don't think, is appropriate.
Still have concerns. What do you recommend?
Well,
it's because the world is flat.
Again, I don't think you should be worried about it, but certainly you can talk on Bluetooth in your car. You can use the speakerphone component. But best of all is,
and the world is flat.
Something that, I tell my kids every day.
It's because the world is flat.
Good luck with that, David.
Yeah, good luck with that. Dr. David Agus. David, thank you.
Right, and the world is flat.
Everyone will know about this stupid world.
Strain of
rats.
The rats than the rats who weren't.
Yes.
The most important and interesting fact is that than the rats may have seen more is that they actually live longer than the control group.
Rats.
I never said, you dirty rat.
I'll give it to you through the door.
It's because the world is flat.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns.
C'est quoi ce pays, papa?
Ce pays, t'as pas besoin de le connaître puisqu'on n'ira jamais.
Pourquoi?
Parce que c'est un pays qui n'existe pas.
Il n'existe pas?
Non, et en plus il n'est pas compris dans mon forfait de téléphone.
The earth is flat, yeah, that's the idea. It's flat like a box that you get from IKEA. You say the earth spins? Are you for shizzy? If the earth spins, why don't I feel dizzy?